Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, St. James, a man charged with a shop operator's murder. The St. James police have charged a man with murder after he allegedly shot and killed a shop operator in New Road flanker in the parish on Saturday, April 27. Dead is 28-year-old Randy McNeil of Providence Heights flanker in St. James. Charged with McNeil's murder is 30-year-old Joseph Mackenzie, otherwise called Gio, of 2nd Avenue in flanker. Mackenzie is also charged with using a firearm to commit a felony and the possession of a prohibited weapon. Reports are that about 11:15 a.m., McNeil was walking on the roadway when he was pounced upon by Mackenzie, who was armed with a gun. Mackenzie then reportedly shot McNeil several times. The police were alerted and McNeil was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Following an investigation into the incident, Mackenzie was arrested about 9 p.m. on Sunday, August 25 at Harvey Beach, St. James. He was subsequently charged after he underwent a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney. His court date has not been finalized. Heat of the moment fracas cost the 33-year-old $50,000 and 1 year probation. A 33-year-old delivery service driver found himself on the wrong side of the law following an altercation with his 48-year-old partner, which ended in a physical assault. The man, Kemar Gordon, who had never been before the court on prior charges, told the senior parish judge, Sanchez Burrell, that on the day of the assault, things escalated quickly and his actions were the result of the heat of the moment. "We had an argument, Your Honor. She provoked me and I was ignorant. So in the heat of the moment, I just took up a stone and fling it, not intentionally in her way, but she was frightened and moved into the direction I was throwing it," Gordon explained. The judge, after further probing the matter, learned that the couple had been together for 6 years and that there was a history of violence between them. She then asked if the couple were interested in mediation. The woman, however, said that she was uninterested and simply wanted her former lover to pay for an upcoming CT scan she would need as a result of the fracas. The scan, the woman said, cost $30,000. However, Judge Burrell ordered the man to pay $50,000. He was also ordered to undergo probation for 12 months with a specific focus on anger management. The judge then warned the man to think on his actions, as there are people behind the bars who, if they had learned how to manage their anger, would not have been locked up. "I think you need to learn how to say what you're thinking before resorting to violence. Perhaps the probation service can assist you with making better decisions with what you described as the heat of the moment. There are a lot of men down GP in Spanish Town that are there because of the heat of the moment." 15-year-old bad blood between brothers fester, siblings ordered to undergo restorative justice. 2 brothers were ordered to enroll in the island's restorative justice program after 15 years of arguments resulted in physical assault. One of the brothers, who disclosed that he has been a Christian for 10 years, says he constantly turns the other cheek when provoked by his sibling. His brother, however, begged to differ. "Your Honor, him say I'm a Christian and him come down to my shop and say me a thief him board and say the blood of Jesus is against me and start to punch me," he said, evoking laughter from the courtroom. His brother then tried to defend himself but was interrupted by Senior Parish Judge Sanchez Burrell, who told the brothers that Jamaica does not need any more bad blood between brothers. "This has to stop. Jamaica does not need this. Too much bad blood," she said. "I don't find this funny because it could have been a different case and only one of you would be left standing," she continued before ordering the siblings to undergo restorative justice. The brothers left the courtroom, vowing to make the best use of their mandated time in the program. Burger King explosion caused by gas leak, at least 6 injured, says a fire brigade. An explosion at a Burger King outlet in New Kingston on Wednesday morning is believed to have been caused by a gas leak, which was reported by staff members on their arrival to work. The update was provided by Jamaica Fire Brigade Commissioner Stuart Beckford while addressing the media Wednesday afternoon. According to Commissioner Beckford, he received calls regarding an explosion at the Burger King in New Kingston at approximately 10:36 a.m.
At approximately 10:36 this morning, we got a call of an explosion at the Burger King. We discovered that the building was extensively damaged. Windows blown out, doors blown out, and we also got information that approximately 6 members of staff would have sustained some degree of injuries and would have been taken to the hospital. We are not certain of their condition at this moment. We are in touch with the medical facility where they have been taken, and we are hoping to get an update as to their condition. What triggered this incident this morning is that the staff came in to work. They discovered that there was gas leaking, and so they called in the supplier to come and look at the cylinder. The supplier came in, recognized that there was a defective regulator. That was changed. The staff were given the green light to resume their activities. They went back into the store and, of course, resumed their activities. 10 minutes subsequent to that, there was a massive explosion. It is our belief that the explosion was due to a build-up of gas in the environment mixed with ambient air, and of course some naked flames would have been brought in terms of the lighting of a stove, and that would have triggered the explosion that we saw here. It's really unfortunate because there is always a protocol to be observed. The staff did what they needed to have done based on the information we have from the proprietor of the store. And so we are on the
Nannyville on edge as alleged Don's brother gunned down in fractured community. The security forces are keeping a close watch on sections of Mountain View Avenue, particularly Nannyville Gardens and its environs, after the murder of the community strongman's brother on Monday night. The deceased has been identified as Kareem Hamel, event promoter of Ashanti Path Kingston 3. Reports from the stadium police are that Hamil was walking along the roadway in the Nannyville community about 11:10 p.m. when he was pounced upon by armed men who opened fire on him. He was rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The deceased joins a list of people killed in the community since the start of the year, heightening fears that the bloodletting will continue. Him a carry food to his baby mother when them shoot him. Him dead in the lane next door where him live. This are the same war we are fight and people are dead and people are get shot. There is no real peace around here, and everybody pick a side, whether publicly or privately, a resident told the news. Mountain View Avenue is stretched across the 2 police divisions, Kingston East and St. Andrew Central, which have a combined 92 murders as at September 7. At that point last year, the 2 police divisions had a combined 84 murders. Since the start of the year, the St. Andrew Central Police Division has recorded a 49% increase in murders, while Kingston East has seen an 18% reduction. A senior officer who spoke on condition of anonymity told the news that a part of the reason for the increase in murders and shootings in St. Andrew Central is a bloodletting in Nannyville, as warring factions in top and bottom Nannyville got at it. The police have imposed several crime-fighting strategies in the area, including increased patrols and curfews. On January 28, a 48-hour curfew was imposed in sections of Nannyville in the St. Andrew Central Police Division in response to a flare-up of violence in the area. 2 men were fatally shot in a deadly gang conflict, and a police officer was seriously wounded when a team responded to the violence. The deceased were members of rival gangs in the community. On June 11, another murder, that of Kemar Dangles Williams, who was gunned down on Windward Road, which runs off Mountain View Avenue, increased the fear in an already divided space. Weeks after, on June 24, 2 men were killed in Nannyville, St. Andrew, in what is believed to have been a reprisal attack by a rival gang for the death of Williams. The deceased in the June 24 incident were identified as Stephen Wallace, otherwise called Blue, and Demar Pink. A third man was taken to hospital with bullet wounds and survived. The St. Andrew Central Police at the same time theorized that Wallace, who was said to have been aligned to the Ashanti gang operating in Nannyville, was the target. Meanwhile, the latest serious crime statistics released by the police on Sunday show that across all 19 police divisions, murders surpassed 800. The Jamaica Constabulary Force reports 806 murders as at September 7, which represents a 17% reduction year-on-year. At this time last year, 969 people had been killed. Of note, 114 people were killed over the last 35 days from August 3 to September 7. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.